Few creatures on Earth are as remarkable and bizarre as the octopus. In many ways, it is the closest thing to alien life we may ever encounter. A member of the cephalopod class, the octopus stands out as one of the most intelligent and mobile invertebrates. Found in every ocean from the deep sea to coral reefs, kelp forests and rocky shorelines, octopuses are as diverse as their habitats. They range from massive giants to tiny species, some venomous, others simply strange. Their ability to shift between spiky and smooth textures in an instant highlights their otherworldly nature. What makes the octopus truly extraordinary is its nervous system. Unlike humans, most of its 500 million neurons are not concentrated in its brain but distributed throughout its arms. Strictly from a scientific perspective, octopuses have 8 limbs, or arms, not tentacles. Their 8 limbs are covered with suckers along their entire length. Also, their 8 arms can smell, taste and even think independently. This decentralized intelligence allows octopuses to exhibit cognitive abilities rivaling those of large-brained vertebrates. Scientists remain stunned by how a creature so evolutionarily distant from us could develop such complex behaviors, suggesting that intelligence evolved in an entirely novel way in cephalopods. What also makes octopuses seem like they are an extraterrestrial life form is the fact that they have blue blood. An octopus's blood is blue because it contains a copper-rich protein called hemocyanin, which is responsible for transporting oxygen throughout its body. This protein gives the blood its blue color, unlike the iron-based hemoglobin found in humans, which makes our blood red. Cephalopods have existed for over 500 million years, predating fish, reptiles, and mammals. The octopus's early ancestors were small, shelled creatures crawling along the ocean floor. As mollusks, they were originally slow and simple, much like snails or clams. However, around 140 million years ago, the octopus lineage lost its shell, gaining agility at the cost of protection. This vulnerability may have been the driving force behind their extraordinary adaptations. Without armor, octopuses evolved remarkable survival strategies, most notably their ability to squeeze through any space larger than their beak. But their most astonishing defense is their mastery of camouflage. An octopus can change color and texture in milliseconds, blending seamlessly into its surroundings. This ability relies on 3 specialized layers of skin. 1. Chromatophores. Chromatophores are pigment-filled sacs that expand or contract to produce colors like red, yellow, and black. 2. Iridophores. Iridophores are reflective cells beneath the chromatophores that create shimmering blues and greens. And 3. Leucophores. Leucophores are cells that mimic ambient light, often producing white hues. Additionally, octopuses can alter their skin texture using papillae, creating bumps and ridges to further disguise themselves. What is most remarkable is that they achieve this despite being mostly colorblind. Research in 2015 revealed that octopus skin contains light-sensitive proteins, allowing it to see and respond to its environment independently of the brain. The octopus's intelligence is not centralized but spread throughout its body. Of its 500 million neurons, 2/3 reside in its arms, enabling them to act autonomously. What is most astounding is that an octopus can regrow a severed arm through a remarkable regeneration process, which typically takes about 130 days for a fully functional arm to develop. That is like having the ability to regrow your brain after it has been lobotomized. In addition, severed arms can still react to stimuli, and studies show that octopus arms make independent decisions when exploring their environment. This neural layout allows for rapid problem-solving and adaptability. Octopuses excel in memory tests, recognize individual humans, and solve complex puzzles, such as opening jars or assembling coconut shells for shelter. Some scientists argue that this behavior represents composite tool use, a skill previously thought unique to humans, primates, and certain birds. Octopuses exhibit behaviors associated with intelligence, including play. In experiments, they have been observed repeatedly shooting water jets at floating objects, akin to a child bouncing a ball. Play, typically linked to social species, challenges our understanding of why intelligence evolves, since octopuses are solitary creatures. This raises a crucial question. If intelligence did not evolve for social reasons in octopuses, what drove it? Traditionally, the social intelligence hypothesis suggests that complex cognition arose from the demands of group living, cooperation, deception, and social learning. However, this does not explain octopus intelligence. Instead, the ecological intelligence hypothesis proposes that predation and foraging pressures alone can drive cognitive complexity. For the octopus, losing its shell meant relying on wits rather than armor. The need to outsmart predators and secure food in a dangerous ocean may have spurred the evolution of their remarkable brain power. Humans and octopuses last shared a common ancestor 600 million years ago, a simple worm-like creature with no hint of intelligence. Yet both lineages independently evolved complex cognition. This suggests that intelligence is not a fluke of evolution, but a repeatable phenomenon. Octopuses challenge our human-centric view of intelligence. They demonstrate that cognition can emerge in entirely different ways, shaped by unique evolutionary pressures. By studying them, we glimpse the vast possibilities of mind, cognition, and intelligence, not just on Earth, but perhaps beyond. Given their cognitive ability coupled with their tool usability, it is a wonder that the octopus has not developed a civilization before we humans did. We probably have to thank that octopuses are solitary creatures for that. Though they seem alien, octopuses are products of the same evolutionary forces that shaped us. They remind us that intelligence is not a singular path, but a spectrum of possibilities. As we explore their world, we uncover not just the secrets of their minds, but the boundless potential of life itself. The octopus's story began in ancient oceans, long before life ventured onto land. Once ruled by giant shelled cephalopods, the seas have since given rise to an entirely different kind of genius, one that thinks with its arms, sees with its skin, and continues to mystify us with its brilliance.
Thank you for watching. Hope you found this video informative and entertaining. Please subscribe, like, share, and comment. We do like to know and hear your feedback. And if you have the means, please consider supporting us on Patreon, where you can get early access to our videos, and where we post bonus material. Till next time, this is Geeky Tidbits saying cheers and have a good day.